Hello, and welcome to another episode of the City Skylines series, Rothwell County. Last episode, if you remember, we did this university section. As you can see, it's starting to get busier now. People are coming in and out. Traffic seems to be flowing smoothly. I did actually connect up this road here, so people are starting to use that. Oh, a car just decided to drive across the tennis courts there. That was a bit strange. If you remember, I had some problems with the football stadium asset that, well, it's not a stadium as such, it's this football field here. I'll just put it down for you to see. I might actually put one in there actually. Yeah, so what apparently happened with that was the person who made the asset had apparently, I don't know the full story, but I heard Stricto talk about it, that he'd thrown his toys out the pram and removed all his assets from the store. So that's why I couldn't find the football ground last time. So what I'm quickly going to do is, what do we have? We had one here, didn't we? Like a training ground for the main stadium, and I can't remember if we had any more. I think we might have had one down here. Yeah, that looks right. Maybe there'll have been one in this little hole as well. So yeah, someone had actually saved a copy of the asset and they've re-uploaded the content, so I just putting that back in. What I might quickly do is replace these tennis courts with the football stadium, because obviously it's a bit more of a university sport, football, isn't it? Could maybe fit one perfectly in there like that, and then if I quickly just do a pathway, and there we go. Oh, that fits quite well. Yeah, so between episodes, I looked at the asset thing, I connected up this road, and I don't think I've actually done anything else. I connected the airport, so you can go all the way around it now, and I added in a little police terminal. I still need to add in like a hotel and like a car rental place out here, but I will do that in due time. But as you can see, oh, it's got no passengers, but it's taking off anyway. Yeah, as you can see, they are working properly now. I do have planes coming in and out, so that's all good. Oh yeah, today's episode is going to be on farmland. As you can see, the map I downloaded already has some pre-done stuff here, which is pretty useful. So what I've done is I've just created a nice roundabout for people to come on off the highway, and then they'll go up this road here. The farmland will be here. I'm going to extend it more down here as well because it's a bit of a small area for the farmland. Quite like it to be quite big. So that is today's plan. And I've also I just extended this road going all the way into the suburbs as well. Right, so I do have a very very specific way I like to do farmland, but I do have a certain, there's plenty of ways you can look at on YouTube of how other people do it, but the way I like to do farmland is I'll have roads like this that kind of like weave through, like that, and then I'll have, these gravel roads. What I'll do is I'll make these come off into the fields like that, and then I like to pop down it's like one house. In fact, I'm going to pause it. One house, and then if you just put down like one or two little squares of industry. Obviously I actually should probably create a district and make this farmland first, so it's going to come to about here. Quickly do this. And then obviously give it the farm specialization or whatever. I don't know if I'll be using this area too much. Quite like farmland to be quite flat. So but if I just give that the industry specialization for farming. So yeah, I'll put the way I zone it is so that will hopefully only have one house come up, and then it'll kind of have the aesthetic that there is kind of like one family that runs each farm like individual field, which I think ends up looking really, really cool. You'll see that as obviously people start to move in and stuff. So I'm just gonna do all these fields here like that. So little house there. Normally if you zone one square of industry like this, normally you get like silos and tankers and stuff. So that kind of looks really cool, and it really works well with the aesthetic. So I tend to go for stuff like that. I think that looks really nice. And then I normally connect it to single roads just by like a dirt path. But you know, that's just me explaining what I do. Obviously everyone is different. I'm actually gonna increase the size of that. Let's paint some more fertile land over here, and I'll show you. Oh, these ones have been pre-done, but I'm going to show you how I actually make my farms look like farms. So what I'll do is, I want the line. So make a line of trees, and this signals. Okay, so this line of trees is going to be. I'll do it to there. This is going to be one farm, okay? And for my next farm, it's going to be maybe like that. And then I'll have one last farm that's kind of like here, okay? Like that. And obviously within farms, you have different fields. So if I just quickly... Oh, why is that? Oh, I'm still on pathways. So if I make another little road here, do the same again. One little like farm bit, maybe some silos, and a house. What I also like to do, instead of doing trees, is with the bushes, what you can actually do as well is if you make a line. I'm trying to think where it'd be best to do this. So if I make a line here, in fact I'll extend this to there first. And maybe that to there. And that to there. Now, like, so it looks like the trees are separating different farms from each other, but these bushes look like it's creating individual fields, which I think normally works really, really well. And then what you can do then is if I just carry on this dirt path down here, and then have it kind of go down here, and then I'll have it connect right back up to this road here. What I also like to do is have little things coming off in all these fields, and then I like to zone some more industry in like each field. So obviously it doesn't work quite how a farm would, because what you'd want is different animals or different crop in each field, but this can be like a really nice way of kind of doing that within City Skyline. So that's generally what I like to do with the farms, and it does make a really, really nice aesthetic. Now I'll connect this one more up, and then I'll start the time up again, but I'll just connect the electricity and stuff as well. It's really far away from everything actually, so I'll have to use some silos. Where's this? I might carry on these ones. So if I extend these to here, like that, and then I'll just put some underground cables like there. And then when it gets to actual farmland, obviously as you can tell, the zoning is really far apart from each other, so sometimes you will struggle with the electricity. So if you make sure you've got the underground power cables mod, you can hide the power within the boundaries of each farm, like so. And that tends to make it work like perfectly, so let's keep it all the way down here. And if you hide it in the trees, it looks more natural, so you don't have ugly pylons going absolutely everywhere, which is definitely not something you want. Although a lot of farmers in the UK do have pylons running through their land. I guess that's just how it goes, isn't it? And you can put some roadside. Then as these farms fill in, they should connect up. I'll quickly connect this to the water grid as well, and then I'll just follow this road round. And then we'll get things moving again so people can start moving in. Quickly do this one, and then this one, and then I'll do one here in anticipation for what we might put on this farm. But I can play that again now. Hopefully that will work. I'm sure it will. And once again, just a little house, little farm thing, maybe some silos that'll pop up. Alright, let's see how. So I don't have the demand for the industry at the minute. I actually turned off the super demand mod for now. I might put that on again a bit later, but there's another project that I'm working on, so I took it off for that purpose. But as you can see, it looks like a little farmhouse just because it's on its own. I'm not a big fan of this middle bit. I'd quite like to spruce that up a little, maybe a lower strength and a bit of a lower size actually. Like a nice little woodland maybe. I'm not sure how that looks. Maybe if I put some more industry just like here, that might fill it in a bit. But yeah, the houses are popping up because that's what's in demand at the minute. Hopefully they're all connected and alright to the electricity. They seem to be. So I'll kind of just leave that for a bit, and I'll move on to what I also like to do, because it's hard when you're making rural areas. It's really difficult to get services to them. So what I normally do is on this main road here, I'll have I'll do it up here. I'm gonna put a train station down and connect it to the. In fact, I'll delete a bit of track. I extend the road up a little. Do that, and then obviously I'm just gonna rework the lines a little. Oh, yeah, that's the thing. I should have paused that, and then just same again. Hide the electric stuff in the trees. Just get it all the way up to the station. And then I'll have to extend the water up as well, won't I? Yeah, so I like to give rural areas, like, not necessarily a village, but like just a little area that has very few, it has all the amenities essentially. So that stays the same, but there's this normal track. I downloaded a mod where you get you can get one-way tracks now, so I assume I just use this now. So you can get you get all your amenities in, like fire services, police services, and what have you. And then if I slope too steep, oh, we have to do some terraforming. So yeah, you just get some services, and then they normally just solely service that one area, so that normally works out fine. Right. I'm gonna have to go for a bigger ramp, I think. Hopefully that'll be okay. Slope too steep still. Slope too steep still. Right. This is being just a little bit awkward. Delete this. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I needed to curve. Yeah, I've not actually used the like one-way railway tracks and stuff yet, so I haven't. Hopefully they work really well, because that's a cool little idea, and I quite like to do some cool stuff with that a little later on. So hopefully that does work out. This map is just so steep. This is just getting to be quite a struggle. Yeah, the person who built this map, they got the train tracks going up here perfectly, but it's a big hassle. So if I do that, put the train station here, instead of like making it go through the main line, I can just have this come off it. I need to smoothen out all this again, and this should work now, I would hope. Like that. Okay, that works now. So yeah, up where this train station is, this is like, obviously it doesn't look like it's gonna reach, but it should, because they don't service anyone else. The closest people to them are here, so they should provide ample care for whatever needs to go on. There is a rural police station, but I think something to do with the theme that I'm on means that I can't actually use it on this map, which is a shame, because it's really, it's absolutely tiny and it fits in really, really well. They're complaining about workers. That's the one thing I didn't think they would complain about. So yeah, sometimes I do put like more than one house on a plot. But it's a bit strange that I suppose it's so difficult to get to. Everyone's so far away. But you know, it normally works out fine because the people who are here just go straight into working there. But it does have a really nice look, doesn't it? Like, I like that it gets like one billboard per individual field, if you will. Obviously, I need the industry to start coming through in demand before it starts to go crazy. I'm going to build another road that kind of goes through these trees up here. Like so. I'll make it. Farmland roads don't tend to just be straight lines, and you quite like them to go a bit all over the place like that. Go back to gravel. I'll have one in this field here. Have one in this field here. This one will I can put in some of the bush lines. Let's divide his field up like that. And this guy's got a huge plot, so maybe like that, and then another field like that. Go back to the roads. Just have one that goes in here. Have it on the same side like that, but maybe it like loops around like so. Like that. Just connecting over the water again. Quickly do that. And then just put in the houses. I always make it so the houses have to be small. I think I've already said that, but it's just, you know, safety precaution that you don't get like a huge townhouse, because that'd look ridiculous if you had a huge townhouse just in the middle of your farmland. So try and avoid that. And again, I need to connect these up. That should be okay. Yeah, you can also put the little things at junctions. They fit in quite well, so feel free to do that as well. Oh. Maybe have it like that there. Is that one going to be connected? Yeah, that's going to be fine. Alright, we have a nice little farmland. Let's have a look at our farms. Abandoned. Oh, that's a good start, isn't it? So yeah, there seems to be something weird with the workers. I think it is because they're so far away. It's quite annoying. But this is what I meant, like this will be... If you just put one little block of industry down, you do tend to get these little things. And they're really cool, like, so make sure you use that to your advantage in... because they're a cool like little decoration, really. And they also provide a use. You get you get little sheds like that as well. You get all sorts. So have a little experiment if you feel like trying that yourself. It does. There's another little silo thing. And they don't seem to be complaining about like any fire issues or anything, so that's a good sign. I doubt the train station will get much action. In fact, I should probably connect it back to... Is that what I wanted? The main line. Like so. It looks horrible over here. I'll fix that off camera. Alright. I'm gonna carry on filling in all this in. But that's just gonna be more of the same, so I'll probably leave the episode there for now. Just as a warning, well, not really a warning, I'm thinking about abandoning this series and starting a new one. Obviously this is the first proper YouTube series I've ever done, and I've learned quite a lot since starting it. And on City Skyline, I feel like I've become a bit better at like designing and stuff, because I've been doing a lot of work on a different project off camera. As you can see, like, I'm really proud of some of the stuff we've done in this city, but it's all a bit disconnected. Like, there's loads of gaps and stuff. Nothing's really blending together well. I've just kind of got like different independent areas, and I kind of want everything to seamlessly blend in. And I've really struggled with that on this series, so I'm thinking about starting a brand new series. If obviously you are an avid supporter of this series and you want me to carry on, by all means drop me a message, and if I'll do it. I mean, I don't mind carrying on this series. I could probably work both at the same time, but just a little note that I'm probably going to be starting a new series soon, so keep an eye out on my channel for that. If you've liked this video, feel free to drop it a like. That'd be muchly appreciated. If you're enjoying the series, make sure you subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Bye.